Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Competitor Analysis webinar. So this is going to be a bit of a different webinar. This is going to be a webinar where I will not just be presenting a lot of slides. I'm going to share the worksheet with you guys, and together we're going to walk through the worksheet to then see how can we easily do a competitor analysis together and make sure that we can find the things that our competitors are doing, improve on that, and then be better ourselves. So I will start by sharing my screen so then we can walk through all of this together. Of course, first a couple of slides to introduce what we're going to do today. My name is Nicholas. I'm the head of the Growth Academy. I've been running a lot of these sprints, a lot of these different growth campaigns in a lot of companies, and we usually start with competitor analysis. So that's why today I wanted to talk about that. If you have any questions about all the content that I'm talking about today, feel free to connect with me. Always open to connecting with people. I also share a lot of knowledge on my own LinkedIn, so it would be very nice to see you in my network. If you have other questions, you can always email me at this mail address. Why are we going to do spy and steal from our competitors? Well, a wise man once said, good artists copy, great artists steal. What we're going to do is that we're using this kind of framework to identify what are the different levels on which we need to do this competitor analysis. We're going to start with the top level. These are your traffic generators. We're going to look at how are they actually using these different channels to attract people. We're going to have a look at what are they doing on their website, what are they doing with content, what are they doing on their landing pages to make sure we learn from that and can improve on that. And then we're going to talk about this last part, the email part, the nurture part, to see what are they doing with the leads that are not yet converted. Very important, we're going to work on this sheet. So I want you all to make a copy of this sheet. I'm going to drop this link in the chat. Voila. So if you click on that link, then you can make your own version of the sheet, and then we're going to walk through this sheet all together. If you have any questions between each aspect of the sheet, we will do a little pause, and I will check if there are any questions that are in that popped up. So the moment that you click on my link, it will look a bit like this. You will be able to see this, and then you can click this, copy, make a copy, and then you will see the screen like this. So we're starting here with the first step. You see here at the bottom, I have my different phases that I want to analyze, and we start with the traffic tab. First thing that we're going to identify is what are they doing on social media? What are the things that they're doing? And we're going to look at this for one of our competitors. First thing, of course, that we want to identify is LinkedIn. If you're in a B2B business, then LinkedIn is the most important channel. Then it's definitely something where you should invest some time in. You should explore it and see what they're actually doing. Okay, let's do this for LinkedIn. So nice thing is we can just go to LinkedIn. And then if we're on LinkedIn and we want to find out the ads that our competitors are running, we can just first go to their page. So let's just take Voca as an example. So Voca Mechelen-Kempelen, let's see if they're running any ads. You go to their LinkedIn company page. You then, no, they don't have a lot of stuff there. No worries. I will just take Uptrust Growth Academy. No, they will not be running ads. Okay, let's find another company that's definitely running ads. These guys, NTD Data. If you go to their page, you see here page posts. You click see all posts, and then here you click on ads. And if you click on the ads thing, you can see all the active ads that company is currently running. So you will have an idea of the kind of ads. This company, for example, has a lot of video ads doing a lot of that. I would advise you to also click on the links, because clicking on the links will often bring you towards a specific landing page or a specific page that they optimize for that conversion. And then you can see, okay, what do they want to do after people are clicking? So if you want to identify which ads they're running, just go to their LinkedIn company page, then click on that thing to see all their posts, click on ads, and then you can scroll down and see all the ads that the company is running. What I often do is I have this Chrome extension called Go Full Page, and go full page, then they take a screen capture of the entire page. So they then will save a PDF from that. And I do that then every couple weeks or every month for my competitors, so that I have a nice PDF with all the ads that they were running that month. That way I can also see which ads have been running for a long time, what are the things that are working for them. And then based on what they're doing, I will learn and then see what is actually the kind of ads that I need to be pushing. So you see here, I have a long PDF, I just save it, and then I have a file with all the ads that my competitor is running on LinkedIn. Good. We also want to see, are they doing any, let's do this one first. Do they have a lot of followers on the company page? Because we're already on this company page. We can check here on home and then see they actually have 217,000 followers, which is insane. So they're having a lot of followers on LinkedIn. And then what I usually also love to do is to see, okay, what do these followers do? Do they actually like, comment? And yeah, they have quite a bit of engagement. You see here 540 likes on a post. That's actually great. So they're doing very well on LinkedIn, have a lot of reach there, a lot of things are happening there. What I will then want to see is, are the founders of this company, are they actually active on LinkedIn? If we're in a B2B context, then you will use a lot of social selling tactics where you will use your personal LinkedIn to gather a lot of awareness and make sure people know that your brand exists. So what we will then do is that we will check out the employees. Then we see all the employees that are working there. And then we can, of course, if you have a sales navigator, you can go a bit more into detail of filtering what the leads, who the leads are and who these people are. So then we just want to go a bit and see, like, are the salespeople doing that? So then I can just do here that they are a function in sales. And I want to see if the senior sales are using LinkedIn. So then I will already see here, okay, she's rather new. She posted on LinkedIn. Okay, great. I will check how she is using LinkedIn. So then I can check her regular LinkedIn profile. And I will do this for the top management positions or the top sales positions and see how are they using LinkedIn. And she seems quite active. She has 1,259 followers, which is not really a lot. But if I am on her LinkedIn profile, I can just scroll down to activity, show all activity, posts, and then I see all the posts that she's making. So I see here she's trying to hire some people. She actually reshared something. Here she also reshared, and here she just now worked at a new company. She's brand new in the organization for 3 months. She's not using LinkedIn so much for social selling. She's more someone that just reshares things. So that is also then something that you can learn. But do this for the founders, do this for the salespeople, and see what are actually the strategies that they're using on LinkedIn. What kind of content are they posting? Are they getting a lot of likes, a lot of comments? And then take note of these things, because these are kind of strategies that definitely you can employ yourself as well. Copy the best working ones and then try to post similar kind of things on LinkedIn. Which kind of posts are working the best? So that's what I just explained. You will do that for the personal profiles, go through the personal profiles, check what is working the best, but also definitely check the company profile. If you have there the different posts that they do here, if you see all their posts, scroll through it and have a look at which kind of posts have a lot of likes. This one, for example, Happy International Women's Day, a lot of likes, a lot of engagement that they got on that. Let's find another one that's doing really great. This one, for example, more than 160 likes here. Some nice images, but they don't have any comments. So that's also something weird that they have so many likes. Here they have a lot of likes and comments. Okay, again, pictures, what they did is use hashtags. Okay, which hashtags did they use? Which kind of pictures? Who is commenting? Who is liking? So it's interesting to really analyze all of that. We're going to try to do the same thing on Facebook. We're not going to try, we're actually going to do it. And we're going to see what kind of ads is our competitors running on Facebook. To do so, you have to Google Facebook ad library. So Facebook ad library is a way to then see which ads that your competitors are actually running. It's a nice way to really have an insight in what is working for them, what they're doing and what they're not doing. So Facebook ad library looks like this. They had to do this after the entire Cambridge Analytica scandal broke out, and they had to be more transparent about what is actually happening on Meta. Meta is the company above Facebook and Instagram. So a nice thing that you can do here is that you can just do Belgium, all ads. We type in a company name. Let's, for example, say Live Light here. And what we can then say is that we can see here all the ads that they're running at the moment. What I always do is that I just scroll down and then I see, okay, what are the ads that they've been running for the longest time. So here, February 7th, that's their longest ad. They've been constantly experimenting. They even launched new things here in the beginning of March. So if you see these ads that have been running for a long time, then you know these are the ads that actually are performing the best, because they keep on changing, they keep on iterating, but they still have ads that have been running for a month that are still there. So it means this is an ad that works for them. They have a nice cost per click, they have a nice click-through rate. So what I then do is that I look at the copy that they wrote, I look at here what the text is here for the call to action. I often also go click through to see, okay, where does it actually lead to? Because the reason that they keep it up is, of course, that it also in the end leads to extra conversions. So I then want to analyze, okay, what do they then do? If you went through here, you saw this, okay, they click through to their different products, discover products. Okay, that's the way that they organize their funnel here. So very cool way to do that, to analyze that. And you also notice that here on top, it says where they're advertising, which networks are Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and then you can see, okay, which channels are they actually using. Seems like Live Light is always advertising on each network, doing all of them and testing and letting the algorithm decide which one that should be pushed the most. Also here, you can use your extension, your Go Full Page extension, to then to make a screenshot of all your ads. I would definitely advise to do that. Then you have a beautiful overview of how your competitors are using this, using the ads and which ones that are actually working the best for them. If you're going to do this for political parties, that's also perfectly fine. And then you will even see some more insights. Or I will take a Belgian political party, for example, here, this one, and then you will see how much money they're actually also spending. So if your competitor is a political party, you can have a look here and then also see the ads that they ran in the past. So not only the ads that are running right now, but you can also see all their inactive ads. This is not possible just for regular companies, but they want to introduce a bit more transparency in pages being used for political goals. So Facebook, we see now how they're running ads. Also check out how many followers they have on Facebook and on Instagram. It's quite simple on Facebook if you want to take one of these pages. What I would then always do is I just go to that Facebook page. I will take Live Light. Let's try to find them. Live Light. And then I see here they have 1.2K followers. So that's already nice that they have 1,400 people following and 1,200 liking. So that's also nice to see that there's actually a lot of people following this. I will check, okay, they post quite often here, a couple times per week. That they post, okay, and then we will see which kind of posts get the most likes, get the most comments, because their engagement on their Facebook page, for me, it's not crazy. It's not something that is like working very, very well for them. It seems like it's not that they get like tens, hundreds, thousands, but then I would just identify which posts are running the best, what is working good for them, write that down and make similar kind of content. You will do the same thing on Instagram. So if you go to Instagram, do Live Light official, and then here you see, wow, they have 8,000 followers. That's very good, and you see their engagement is a lot better here. You have 69 likes, 33, 38, 66. If you compare that to the numbers that we saw earlier with like 3, 4, 5, then you see actually if you had to prioritize, if you're the competitor of them and you had to prioritize which social network you should use, then it's definitely put all your efforts into Instagram. It's a lot more engagement there, a lot more followers there. So it's super, super relevant for them to be present there and produce their content. So that we did on Instagram. And then what we will also do is that we will check, are they active on any other social media platform? Are they using TikTok? Are they using YouTube? Any other kind of ad service? Any other social media platform? We will check and we will identify that. Good. Then we're going to move on to the next part. We analyzed their ads, the things that they're doing on socials. And what we're now going to do is that we're going to look at what they're doing on search engines. So we're going to analyze the search engine optimization. We're going to see how actually are they using search engines? Is this working for them or not? The tool that we're going to use for that is app.neilpatel.com. Again, I'm just going to show you first how you can do it, and then I will give you a couple of minutes to just research this yourself. So if you go to app.neilpatel.com, you can create your free account. And what we can then do is that we can look at a competitor of ours. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to check out traffic. I'm going to fill in a domain. You can check out, you can tell which for which market or which language is that. What we see here, growforce.com. We see a couple of cool things. We see here the amount of organic traffic, so the organic keywords. So this means, this is the first question, how many organic keywords? This is the amount of keywords that Growforce is ranking for. So for more than 6,000 different keywords, if people would search for that specific keyword, this website would pop up. So that's interesting to see. Next question, how many backlinks? Backlinks is right here. A backlink is a link of a website, another website that is linking back to you. So if Coca-Cola would write an article on their blog and they would put the link to me, then I have a backlink. I have an extra backlink from Coca-Cola. Backlinks are important because on one hand, they will give you some traffic from people coming from another website to your website, but it's also a very strong signal from Google to Google that they see, okay, these kind of companies, they're talking about this website, so it should be trustworthy. And these backlinks, they help you to rank higher for certain keywords. So that's also definitely a super cool thing to check. Amount of referring domains, that's how many different domains that rank to you. If you would click through, I'm not going to do that right now. If you click through, you can then see these links from how many different domains are they coming. So that means that maybe one website can have 1,000 links to you, then you have 1,000 backlinks, but only one referring domain, one domain linking back to you. What we will then do is that, very important, I'm going to click here on organic keywords, and I want to see what are now the exact keywords that are bringing in a lot of traffic for them. You can see here the keywords. You can see here it's now sorted on the estimated visits that they get. So they see this company, they get the most visits based just on their keywords, on this Growforce keyword, and from the growth of marketing, they get these amount of estimated visits. It's of course an estimation that they do because they track your position that you are. So are you being shown the first one, the second one, the third one, and based on that, they will show it. So what you will do is that you will sort it based on volume. So this way you can see here what are actually keywords that they're ranking for, and that they have a high potential amount of volume bringing in. And then you see here these different keywords, and then you see, yeah, for some ones, for example, here, let's say growth, there are 880 people looking for this in Belgium, because we're now looking at the Belgian market here. 880 looking at it every month. We're only in 26, or this website is only in 26th position, so we almost get no visits from that. If you see this, could be relevant to just take these interesting keywords, write them down, and these are keywords that you might also start ranking for. Also have a look at the SEO difficulty, of course, because the higher the SEO difficulty, the more difficult it becomes for you to rank for this keyword. If you're just starting out with SEO, I would try to aim to go for those easier keywords, because the higher the SEO difficulty keywords, or the SEO difficulty of the keywords, the higher it will be for you, or the more difficult it will be for you to rank for that specific keyword. So check here, what are the top 5 keywords with most search volume? So then you sort it based on volume, and also have a look at top 5 keywords with traffic to site. So then you sort it here based on the estimated visits, and then you see which keywords are already bringing in a lot of traffic for them. So next part that we want to do is that we want to analyze the paid traffic. So SEO, search engine optimization, this is just when someone is typing in something on Google and we are ranking organically for that, meaning we're not paying for it. Our website is just showing up. What we're now going to check is the paid part, search engine advertising, the paid part. Tool that I'm going to use for that is SEMrush. For SEMrush, you can make a free account, but you will probably need a paid trial to check a lot of stuff. I would advise you just create a free trial and then test it out for your competitors, analyze your competitors, and then you don't need that trial anymore, but then you have a lot of insights already on your competitor. So this is SEMrush right here. Nice thing there is that they have this tab advertising, and then you can even see some social media ads right here. They're still working on that. But then there's a lot of nice things that you can do to see how are they actually advertising, what are they actually doing. We can type in a domain that we want to see what they're doing. Let's see if Ahrefs.eu. Let's see what they're actually doing. And then here we can see for them, okay, they get every month, they get this month of organic search traffic, which means this is just what they're not paying for this is coming in. And they have 698 paid search traffic. So that means that this is the amount of volume that's coming in because they're paying for it. Then of course we can go a bit more deeper and then see a bit what is actually happening. But what I'm very interested in to see here, what are the keywords that they're trying to rank for. So here you see the different keywords. I actually see only that they're going on this specific keyword to push mobile app development companies and to bring that in. So that's not a lot of stuff that they're doing. I can see their ad copies. What are the ads that they're actually doing? What is the copy that they're using? And the nice thing is I can also click through to see which page are they actually bringing this traffic towards, and then also analyze that page and see what is happening. So I saw there the amount of paid keywords, the amount of paid traffic. I can also see the page traffic costs. I guess we could also see it in here and have a bit of an overview of how much it costs them. Yeah, it's all in this beautiful overview where you can see all of that in there. I'm not going to pause right now to do this because this is something you will need to create an account for that. Probably need to add your Visa card to that as well. So I think this is something that's best to just do after this exercise or after this webinar, to go through this yourself. I would just advise you, go here, check these different ones, check the advertising research, see what they're doing. Here it's now just a little bit difficult for this one because of course they are not having so many different ones live. Let me see if I can pull up another example that gives you a bit more info, like Nike.com, for example. And let's see what they're doing. Okay, here you see they're advertising in more than 4,000 different keywords. They're getting 1.2 million people coming in based on their paid traffic campaigns. And this paid traffic campaigns cost them 500,000 euros per month. So very interesting to see what are the different keywords that they're advertising for, where are they pushing this towards, how much traffic is coming. So it gives you so much information where you can learn from and see what is actually working for them, what are they doing, and which keyword should I also go for. So for these last ones, top 5 keywords with more search volume and with traffic to sites, it's the same idea. You sort it here based on the volume. Volume is the amount of people that will actually look for that keyword. And then traffic is the amount of people that actually will click through and go to their page, clicking on the ad and doing that specific thing. Good. I have a question. If we could choose SEMrush, would you also still need Ubersuggest? No. If you have SEMrush, if you could have SEMrush, you don't need Ubersuggest. Nice thing just with Ubersuggest is that they have a free option that's always available, where if you in between different cycles of researching your competitors, quickly want to check something, then you can use Ubersuggest to quickly do so. But a tool like SEMrush really has everything. They have everything SEO, everything advertising. So then that's definitely the only tool that you need, but it's a bit costly to have on the entire time. If you look here, you will pay this per month, this if you pay monthly. So it's not that cheap. But if you could have just a trial, a free trial, try everything out, and then you can stop the trial and use Ubersuggest for other things that you need then in between. Next one that I want to show you for this traffic analysis part, and then we're done with traffic and we go to the next part, is to see where is actually all the traffic coming from. The nice tool that we're going to use for that is SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb, here we go. And with SimilarWeb, we can type in a website. Here, Loop Earplugs, loopearplugs.com. And then the nice thing is that I can see here, okay, on the Loop Earplugs website, okay, from which countries is their traffic to their website coming. That's already interesting. But what I want to see here is what are their best performing marketing channels. You see here, they're advertising. They're investing a lot in search. So that means that their SEO is, they're definitely investing in that. So if you see that, you should also put a bit more effort in search engine optimization. Also a lot of direct traffic. This is just people typing in the URL, selling it on a package, maybe clicking on a link somewhere. Referrals, other websites linking back to them. So this is also something that's growing. Socials, interesting if you see that, 11% coming from social media. Mail, meaning mail, they send out emails and people click through that and then went on their website. Display is display advertising. If you then go a bit more down, you can see here social media traffic. You can see which social media channels that are working for them. So if you're then here wondering, is my competitor active on another social media channel, then what you can easily do is then see here which channels are they actually using. Cool to see that Reddit is working so well for them. Which questions? Direct, referral, search, email, display, display, and so on. Unique visitors, bounce rate. These things you can all see on top here. You don't need any other kind of tools. You see here tool visits, you see the bounce rate, average session duration, and you will see which channels that are actually working the best for them. If you scroll down again, see here their best performing channels. It could be that your competitor doesn't have enough traffic. That's normal. It's only if they have plenty of traffic that you can see this overview right here. If that happens, then please just go check another competitor, or maybe a competitor in the US, or maybe someone who's targeting the same audience as you, and just see how are they reaching their audience. You don't have to sign up for an account. You just go to SimilarWeb, you type in that website here, and you can analyze it. We analyzed the traffic, but then now it's time to analyze what are they actually doing on their website. We're going to check for those different things. For example, let's take the Loop earplugs as an example. Really like these guys. So Loop's earplugs. We will analyze for our competitors, what is the tagline? What is the first thing that you see? Well, we see here, live life at your volume. Earplugs that reduce noise in comfort and style. So if you research that, just copy paste that thing in there, that's their tagline, and then compare it with the other competitors and what you're doing. Another thing that we will immediately identify is what is the first action that you can do on their website? How does their conversion flow look like? What do you want them to do? Well, here, the first thing that they want you to do, there's actually only one button here visible above the fold here immediately, and that's browse the collection. And then you can see the different earplugs that they actually offer at the moment. So that's their first thing that you can do. Do they have any lead magnets? Lead magnets means something where you can leave your information and then you get something in return. Actually, they just showed us here one. I wanted to leave the website because I wanted to go back to my tab here with my different questions. And there was then this pop-up showing. A pop-up that shows when you leave a website. It's called an exit intent pop-up. And they say this, okay, sign up, get 10% off. So then you leave your information, sign up, they get your email address, they will start sending you emails and you get 10% off. So that's a lead magnet. Other good examples of lead magnets are ebooks, quizzes, guides, different kind of things. Here they also have a newsletter opportunity. What is this? The help me choose thingy. I guess this is a mini quiz that you can do. So this is maybe also a fun lead magnet. So have an ID there, have a check to see what are they doing to capture email addresses, which is not just a contact form. So something where they give you a bit of value, give you something fun in exchange for your information. Are they using any landing pages? That is something that needs to come from the traffic analysis. If you've done the traffic analysis, you saw all the channels that they're using to drive traffic towards their website, then click on those different ads and see, does it go to a specific website? So a landing page is a page that is 100% optimized just for a specific conversion, just for a specific thing that needs to happen. And there's not tons of navigation around there, that just that specific thing. So if you click through on all the different ads, then you can see which kind of things am I landing on. And then how can you get in contact? So have a look at their website. Do they have actually a bot? Oh yeah, they have a bot. So it's super easy to talk to them. Do they have a contact form? Is there a way to easily contact them? Have a look at your competitor's website, analyze how they're doing that. They had here that contact page. So I guess I can easily contact them there. Yes, they have a contact form. Yes, they have this thingy down there. So have a look at what they're doing. How can you easily get in touch with them? Next thing that we will identify, this is a bit the softer things, like very important, that copy things. If those things are not in order, you can put tons of traffic towards your website, but people will not convert because they don't understand. They don't really know what they have to do. So super important to do this. Next thing is to see which kind of technology are they using. And to do that, we're using BuildWith. BuildWith. With BuildWith, you can just put in the URL of your competitor, push that in here. We click lookup to prove that I'm not a robot. And then it will tell you all the technology that is running there. Very interesting, because you can see what are they doing for analytics and tracking. How are they tracking users? How are they learning from that? Okay, interesting. They use Hotjar, which is a tool where you can see how people are scrolling on your website, where they're clicking on. Okay, interesting. Google Analytics they're using. Okay, they're using Facebook conversion tracking and Facebook Pixel, which means they're also using the Facebook Ads Network to advertise. They're using LinkedIn, so they're advertising on LinkedIn, Pinterest conversion tracking, so they're advertising on Pinterest, and they're also doing on TikTok apparently, because there's also a TikTok conversion tracking pixel. That info we can all gather from the BuildWith information. So see which plugins that they're using on WordPress, also very interesting. We see that they're using Shopify in the backend, all the plugins that they've been using. What more can we see here? Payment providers that they're using, what are they actually accepting? TikTok again is up here. So there's tons and tons of valuable info that you can take from this. You see, like these are all the ad networks. Facebook, DoubleClick is also an advertising network. Snap, Outbrain, LinkedIn ads. So with this, you can easily see the tracking software was the first part. The advertising remarketing thingies, that's this part. That's the part where you see here advertising. Then you can see all the remarketing networks, all the marketing, all the targeting, all the ad networks that they're using. You could easily see there. And are they using any marketing attribution that you just need to see which kind of marketing automation? Are they maybe using HubSpot? Are they using something completely different to track that? I think I saw that they have Google Analytics 360 implemented. Google Optimize 360 is right in here. Google Analytics, what else are they tracking here? So it's so easy to get so much information from here, analyzing which tools are they using, which ad networks are they using. And this info is all just hidden on their websites, because what they do here is that they just take all the tools, all the things installed on their website, take that info and make it super easily look like searchable for you guys. So BuildWith, super, super powerful tool. Next one is content and BuzzSumo. Okay, I have a question, but I will first cover quickly this, and then I will move on to the question. Content. So for content, we will have a look at BuzzSumo. BuzzSumo is also an app that we can use for free. And the nice thing is that we can then see two different things. On one hand, we can see for a specific topic, for example, let's keep with the earplugs. We search earplugs. Now this content generator, I will just need to go back to BuzzSumo.com. Voila, I will do here earplugs. And it will then show me the articles. Outlook like Loop earplugs are already quite high up here. You can see the articles about earplugs that have the most social engagement, so that the most people have actually shared, liked, and so on. So you see here, okay, Loop earplugs, Happy New Year, Happy Year's earplugs. You can see if these links are posted on socials, how many engagement did it get? So how many likes, shares, comments, how many here on Twitter, Pinterest, Reddit. And then you can see which kind of content is actually doing well on socials. What is working well with this kind of topic? I would always click on these kind of links, read what it's about, analyze what is so different about this kind of topic, and then make similar kind of content, produce similar kind of content, and also push it on my socials. Because if you know that this kind of content will work well on socials, then you know I should produce this kind of things as well. Nice thing is also that you can do it based on a company. So if you just put in this URL, the loopearplug.com, you click search, then you can see all their pages that are being shared on socials. And then you can see how many engagement that they have on their posts, on those different pages. So maybe if they then have this quiz, for example, you see, this quiz only got 7 shares on socials. So that's also something, I guess, a bit new, but it's not really something that picks up on social. If you do this for your competitor and you see that he produced kind of content that really went viral on socials, that really a lot of people are liking, commenting, sharing, then you should also produce this kind of content. So with BuzzSumo, on one hand, you start identifying about the topic to see who is writing about the topic and which kind of articles about this topic are really taking off. And on the other hand, you will identify which kind of content from my competitor is actually doing great. I will move on to the next part because I see we're almost out of time. What we will also do is that we will sign up for all the lead magnets. So if they have an opportunity to sign up for an exit intent or like that pop-up with the discount or maybe an ebook, maybe a quiz, do everything. Do all of these things on your competitor's website. Maybe if they have 3 different lead magnets, sign up with 3 different email addresses. So you can really see, do you get, first of all, an email after that download? How many emails do you get? And what is the call to action? So what is it that they want you to do? Does Loop earplugs want you to immediately then go back to the website and buy it? Or do they want you to go to the YouTube channel and watch videos? Or do they want to have a video call with you to discuss which earplugs are working for you? So write it down. What are actually the call to actions that they want you to do in this follow-up journey? So in the emails that you will get afterwards. Also check then if you went to these pages, what is now happening? Like, are you being retargeted? Are you now seeing ads on different platforms? Maybe now on Facebook, on Instagram. Do they use SMS follow-up? Do they send you text messages? Do they call you? Do they use mail follow-up? Have a look at what is actually happening. Then also, if you have this nurture, think about what is the goal and are they using any promos to get you in? Is there 10%, 20%, 50% discounts that they give you to try to lure you back in and make you do that purchase? Okay, I have another tool, another question here. It says like another tool is Webalizer. Yeah, definitely. Webalizer is also one of the tools that I would advise to use instead of BuildWitt. So that's definitely also a good one. Or all the mentioned tools also used for niche companies. Definitely the BuildWitt and stuff you can definitely do for niche companies as well, because you can see which kind of technology that they are using. If you have more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat or here in the questions, and then I will immediately come back to that. But I just have a couple more slides to talk through right now, a bit of bonus stuff. So what else could I share? Nice thing is to also set up the Google Trends. With Google Trends, you can put in your competitor's brand name, you can put in a topic, and then you will see how many interests there is over time. For example, I did a campaign for a company that sells flower pots, and they wanted to know in which state of you're targeting the US, which state of the US do I have to target in which period of the year? Because it really differs when people are looking for flower pots online. And we, of course, wanted to make sure that we started our advertising a tiny bit before the period of where people were going to look for flower pots, because we could then inspire them about our beautiful flower pots. And we saw that it differed state per state when people were actually looking for these kind of things. So here you can see, when are people looking for that solution, when are people looking for my competitor's solution, or as maybe how is the interest of my competitor going over time. Another thing that I would advise you is to set up Google Alerts. With Google Alerts, you can get every day, every week, every month, a summary of all the articles where your competitor is mentioned. So if he's then in the news, if he's launching something new, you will know it. You will get that. You will get that alert where you can see all the places where online your competitor has been mentioned.